Hello, and welcome back to the Taylor Seminars, where we talk about how Taylor Swift turns life into poetry. My name is Hannah, and I'm here with my beautiful friend, Exquisite. Hello.
Hi,
Exquisite, what was that giant
how are
pause?
you?
Thought I didn't
I'm sorry.
notice.
I was like thinking about something else. I like had it. That was such a delayed
I
reaction.
will tell you the reason
I'm out of
why
practice.
Exquisite is a little distracted is Look What You Made Me Do was just featured in The Handmaid's Tale. I don't know if it was like a snippet of the show or like
It was basically all the song.
yeah, and so we were talking about it, very excited. It sounds identical. I did not do any kind of like beat by beat, analysis, but and I never, so I think it sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, and I fear if you're gonna complain about the way she said "do," just like you're gonna stream the illegal version anyway. Like you don't really care, and we don't care. We don't care. I'll argue with somebody else
Yeah,
about this.
yeah. There are people saying that this means Rep TV is coming. If anything, this tells me Rep TV is not coming for like another 2 years. It's like when she released This Love, right? And then it was like another year later before she
Yeah, no,
dropped
this is
TV.
hilarious.
So please do not think this is means anything different in terms of her release schedule. But we are not here to dwell on that. We are here to talk about track 16 on Midnight's Paris by Taylor Swift.
Literally Paris.
Literally
Which
Paris.
many people don't get, but I get it. I have so much fun with this song.
Yeah, I want to say this song was written by Jack and Taylor and produced by the two of them. Just random. This is the third Taylor Swift song to have a city in the title, the others being London Boy and Welcome to New York. Taylor loves singing about cities.
She does. She likes to personify cities. She likes to like look up to a city.
Yeah.
Um, if the person she loves is from a city, she's like, "Ooh, let's talk about this city." Or if she moves to a new city, she's very enchanted by the idea of cities.
Yes.
Haha, enchanted.
And so this is a sweet little song that comes in the middle of the 3 a.m. track. And yeah,
It was needed.
yes, it was so needed. The last, if you don't recall, it was The Sad Bigger Than the Whole Sky. And so in this one, we zoom out of the whole sky in a little bit into Paris, and even actually smaller than that in the song. So Exquisite, she wants to start us off today. So with a
I
big
do.
grin,
I
will
do.
be reading the first
I
verse.
do. Because listen, Hannah, I need you to know. Your ex-friend's sister met someone at a club and he kissed her. Turns out it was that guy you hooked up with ages ago, some wannabe Z-lister. And all the outfits were terrible. 2003 unbearable. Did you see the photos? No, I didn't, but thanks though. It cracks me up so bad.
No, I mean Taylor loves a good conversation in a song, right?
She really does. She can talk.
Yeah, she can talk. She talks about other people talking, and here she's like the entire first verse will be someone yapping to me.
Yep. And it basically is our podcast. Like the entire, especially because it has the quotation marks from the beginning until the did you see the photos? And then she answers it. So it's literally like someone calls her up and it's like, so your ex-friend, but their sister, right? And they were making out with some dude, and it was the dude you hooked up with. They were making out with your
Yeah,
ex,
so it's like
and they all look
two
awful.
people that she does not think about in her life anymore. Ex friend and that guy you
Hmm.
hooked up with, right?
Ages ago.
Yeah, and so it's just this. They're like, "Isn't that crazy? Isn't that weird?" And instead of being like, "Oh my god, like what?" She's like, "No, I don't care," which is crazy because
Yeah.
right
Which
to
is such an interesting. Oh no, keep going. What were you saying?
no, that's what I'm saying because usually you'd want the tea, right? You'd want to know,
Exactly.
but she's in a new state of mind where she's like, "I don't care."
Yeah. Which is so interesting because another time we see Taylor or the speaker situate themselves around people who are gossiping. Actually, we see Taylor situates herself around gossipers a lot in her songs. Think like I Know Places where she positions them as boxes and think
Even Antihero at
oh my
tea
God.
time, everybody
Yeah.
agrees.
Yeah.
Um,
Slut also gossipers all over there. But for some whatever reason, right as I was saying that, I randomly was like, "Oh, how did it end?" Because we have literally we hear the gossip they tell each other, and we have the speaker who's on the outside of that gossip, but for different reasons.
mhm.
For this one, she didn't see any of the gossip because she's about to describe some type of lavender haze she's in. If you want to take that chorus,
Yes. Uh, so she just basically just jumps into singing these high notes in this chorus. I'm so in love that I might stop breathing. Drew a map on your bedroom ceiling. No, I didn't see the news because we were somewhere else. Stumbled down pretend alleyways, cheap wine, make believe it's champagne. I was taken by the view like we were in Paris, like we were somewhere else, like we were in Paris. Oh, we were somewhere else. Rhyming
it's just so
Paris
fun.
with somewhere else is so Taylor.
It's so funny. Like she just made that up.
She totally made that
Uh,
up. Like no one rhymes Paris with somewhere else. Because the way she sings
but
it,
it worked. It
somewhere
worked.
else, Paris.
I love that intro into the chorus of "I'm so in love that I can't stop
I
breathing."
might stop
Because
breathing.
later on, when you're like listening to, yeah, that too. I might stop breathing. I don't know what I just said, but later on, in the song, you hear in the background going, "I'm so in love." It's so
Exactly.
fun and
Yeah.
like joyous.
Yeah, like
She's like, I
screaming it from the mountaintops, you know?
exactly. She's like, I can barely focus on breathing, let alone wonder what some exes I don't care about are
Yeah,
doing.
like
Like
my
I
heart is
I
beating
can't
so
care.
fast and is so giddy that I might have a heart attack and die.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Like uh, drew a map on your bedroom ceiling. Like I'm not looking at everything else. I'm too busy making maps of these other places we can be, right? So fake alleyways. They're drinking cheap wine. Like she's like with you. I'm like, oh, this is champagne. This is the greatest wines when we're together.
Yeah. Right? Like
Making stuff up.
yeah, they were in their room and they're dreaming, right? That, of this big love. Like they don't need anything fancy. It's very paper rings to me. I like shiny things, but I'd
Hmm.
marry you with paper rings, right? Like we don't
Also underrated in her discography.
100%. And right,
Hmm.
so they don't need Paris because they have each other, right? Like
Hmm.
it's beautiful. We'll get to
Yeah.
the other connections later, but right now, in this moment in
It's
time,
gorgeous. It's fun.
it
It's
is
sweet.
it's so sweet, right? Like who I when I first got married to my husband, we were very poor. We were like, but some of the best meals we ever had were Domino's pizzas with coupons and then a giant bowl of ice cream, right? And we're just like, this tastes great, like amazing, right? Like, yeah, you don't need if you're super in love, you don't need a penthouse, you don't need a mansion, you just need. We were basically living in like a one bedroom studio, not a, I guess it's not a one bedroom. Basically living in a studio, and like, just enjoying each other's company. Like that's the joy. Why are you looking at me like that?
Hannah, that is so
Ha
cute.
ha ha.
Cutest thing you've ever said. I'm gonna start crying.
It was yeah, one of the things that I
Anyway,
well, no, let me tell you this one anecdote. So I remember when I would be like, oh, get me one scoop of ice cream, and he would come back with a bowl of ice cream with like 3 scoops, and I said one scoop. He's like, yeah, this is one scoop, and I was like, no, like one of those. He's like, that's not enough ice cream. So I ate a lot of ice cream when we first got
Hannah, that's so cute. Like,
married.
enough. That's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. And all like, oh my God, I like lost my train of thought. No, I remembered it. I was just gonna like add on to that. The like I was taken by the view. The view is them. Like that's what it is.
Yeah,
That's them. Like the view is I was taken by the view. And
yeah.
it's the person they're looking at.
Yeah, that reminds me actually, I like you said that like handsome with the mansion with the view, like that's how she
Yeah.
describes like her.
Handsome, you're a mansion with the view.
Mhm.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? Like you're gorgeous, right? This like idea, like this person, and not that, not just that you're hot, but I love you. Like you're the person I love, which is wonderful. All right, why don't you grab onto verse two?
So privacy sign on the door and on my page and on the whole world. Romance is not dead if you keep it just yours. Levitate above all the messes made. Sit quiet by my side in the shade, and not the kind that's thrown. I mean the kind under where a tree has grown.
I'm so
Ugh.
in love.
That's also, it's just so fun. It's so fun and cute. Like, I love where she's like, so we got a privacy sign on our like hotel door, but also like my page is private and the whole world, our whole world private.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah.
together and nobody else gets in.
Yeah. It goes from like very like on the door, like this hotel room or whatever, and then on my page, which can be
Mm-hmm.
like a newspaper page, it could be like a Facebook or like social media page, like my life, and then private set on this world and to the world. Like this is private,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, romance is not dead if you keep it just yours. Like you can keep things private, and you have all these
Mm-hmm.
secret moments in a crowded or
Crowded room.
bedroom. You know, you turn my bed into a sacred oasis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
People started talking, putting us through our paces,
exactly.
which is the same thing as levitate above all the messes made, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, all this drama that people, again, back to Lavender Haze, like talk your talk and go viral, right? Get it off your chest, get it off my desk. Like I don't want to see it. I'm gonna rise above it. Um, and instead they get to sit quiet by my side in the shade.
But not the kind that's thrown, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you don't know, there's like a entendre because like you can throw shade, which you've heard in
Mm-hmm.
you need to calm down. Um,
Yep.
now I don't remember the lyric.
Oh my gosh.
Cause shade
Shade
never
never
made
made
anybody
anybody
less
less.
gay. There we go.
There we
Right, and like the whole, honestly, this is how I know Taylor's a Hamilton girly because "Sit Quiet by My Side in the Shade" reminds me of that George Washington's Coming Home song where he's like, I just want to sit
Yep.
under the shade of my own vine and fig tree, right? Like that's
A
that.
moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we've made.
Yeah, so right,
I'm sorry.
it's this idea of like I've planted a garden, it's grown, and now I
Hmm.
get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Like I get to go
And I want
home.
to enjoy it with you.
Yes.
Sit next to me.
Mm-hmm. And again, that goes into the whole idea of the tree has grown. There, this tree, and the tree has giving them like the good shade, the kind that protects them from the sun. Also, trees protect your privacy, right? A lot of people plant
Yep.
trees so their neighbors or strangers can't pry.
Yeah. Yeah. And also there was something I wanted to say about this. Oh, yeah. I like this idea of privacy she has in the second verse because it feels completely different and less urgent than a sister song to this. What I think is I Know Places. And I Know Places, she's like, look, come with me. They can't find us. We will run. They're trying to hunt us down and we're gonna run. Whereas this one is like, we don't even need to run and go somewhere secret. We are like, it's ours. Like we don't have to find it. It's we are together. It's ours. We can keep
I
this.
love that
We can
you
keep it.
brought that up. That's a great parallel, not a parallel. Well, yeah, like a sister song, as in like you can really compare and contrast the energy of the speaker in both, right? Because in
Hmm.
the first one, in I Know Places, which was, I say first because it's written first, we
Hmm.
have this kind of the anxiety, right? Where love's a fragile little flame, it could burn out, right? Like,
Yeah,
yes,
it literally opens up on a stutter.
yeah, it's
I,
stutter, and then
I,
you also
I.
have that tape recording sound like they're caught, right? Like someone recorded
Hmm.
them, um, and uh, and so, but then in Paris, they found that little island where they can be together, right? That's also from like I'll be. That's another like ready for it line. We'll move to an island, right?
To an island, and he can be my jailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly, right? So
yeah.
this idea like they have this paradise like oasis and before, and yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, this could also be, you know, this sweet nothing peacefulness, right? The humming in the kitchen,
Hmm.
the lavender haze of it all. And so yeah, it seems very sweet, and Nice. With the answer, like we've said, if the answer is yes, if we're feeling the same way, it can be very nice.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I get the bridge, right? You just read verse 2. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, I want to brainwash you into loving me forever. I want to transport you to somewhere the culture's clever. Confess my truth in swooping, sloping, cursive letters. Let the only flashing lights be the tower at midnight. And then in my mind, we drew a map on your bedroom ceiling, etc., etc.
Hmm.
Well, I guess it's a little different.
It's a little different, yeah.
We drew a map on your bedroom ceiling. No, I didn't see the news because we were somewhere else in an alleyway drinking champagne because we were in Paris. Yes, we were somewhere else. My love, we were in Paris. Yes, we were somewhere else.
We'll get to that ending in a second. In a second. In a second.
Start with the
But
bridge.
you wanna let's start with the bridge because it's so cute. Like it's so funny. It's so funny and cute to
It's a
me.
funny line. I want to brainwash you into loving me forever is such a Taylor Swift line, right? Like
It
it
really
it is a
is.
mastermind line, right? It is a yeah, I want to control everything. Like line. She's had so many songs like this where but it's because she loves him so much and she's like I
Yeah,
want to
and
make
she's
sure we
probably
stay
drunk
together.
off some champagne.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Um, and yeah, she just is even more exuberant in this bridge, right? Um, to go somewhere where people understand their love, just AKA where the culture's
Hmm. The
clever.
city of love.
Yeah. And then
Culture clever though. As an anti-Frenchman, the opposite of a Francophile, I have thoughts, but at least it's not London.
well, yes,
Just kidding. If you are a listener from London or Paris, I love you
we love
guys.
you. Yeah. It's not you.
Anyway,
And then to
it's not
confess
you. It's your city.
to confess my truth and it's so I love the swooping why are you giggling? Swooping, sloping, cursive letters.
The swooping.
Oh, you think it's
I just
funny?
love the way that sounds. Swooping, sloping. Because I like the way swooping and sloping literally do evoke cursive when you
Yeah.
say them.
Yeah. It is so good. And yeah, when you sign your signature or you do like a big declaration like the John Hancock at the bottom of the Declaration of Independence, this idea of like really making it clear that this is a big gesture of romance especially.
Yep. Let the only flashing lights be the tower at midnight.
Right. So
Oh.
instead of flashing paparazzi lights, flashing lights on the Eiffel Tower because it does that light show.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it,
And
but
even,
I,
yeah.
I know it exists.
I want to see it one day. One
One
day I
day.
will.
One day. And then we
Yep.
have, and then we kind of get this like chorus again,
In
kind
my
of.
mind,
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, we drew a map on your bedroom ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it let the only flashing lights be the tower at midnight in my
I
mind?
think it's both.
Is he in my mind just hanging? Is it hanging
So,
so I can connect to both of
I
them?
well in the Genius,
Because
yeah,
no,
because
no, you go.
oh
What were
no,
you
well
saying?
in the Genius lyric breakdown, which I don't know because I don't think Midnight's ever had like a true booklet for the 3 a.m. Actually, maybe I should look for it. But anyway, like
No, it didn't.
it
He's evil.
it
It did
it
not.
stuck it puts in my mind as part of the bridge and then does a break for we drew a map on your bedroom ceiling, but I could see it kind of being a bridge into both.
Especially because the way she sings it.
Yeah.
Let the only flashing lights be the hour at midnight in my mind. Like it's
Mhm.
like kind of like not in the back of the mixing, but it's kind of like it's floating in the
Yeah.
mixing.
So I
So it just makes me wonder.
yeah, it's a interesting question because yeah, the could the are the flashing lights in the tower at midnight, is it in her mind? Right? It could be, right? Only like in her this is how she's thinking, right? Which is funny because it starts with
Yeah.
brainwashing and then ends with her imagining. So there's a lot of thinking and brains stuff going on here.
Hmm.
Neurologically, there's a lot happening. But then also,
Yep.
in my mind, we drew a map on your bedroom ceiling because they're not literally drawing a map on his
Yeah.
bedroom ceiling. It's just this
Yeah.
idea. Um,
Which is so interesting.
hmm
But I love the change at the end. It's no longer like we were in Paris. She's like, no, we went to Paris. Like, we're really here. We're in Paris right now.
Yep. Yep. We are in Paris and we are drinking champagne
In
in alleyways.
in a literal alleyway.
Yep.
We're actually here. And I think that's where the crux of this whole song like lies in. She's like, we can be inside together and pretending we're somewhere else, and we can actually be there. That's somewhere else. As long as we're together, we're gonna actually be there, but we're also gonna pretend that we're there. We
Yeah.
can do both. We're indoor and outdoor cats.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, indoor and outdoor cats. Yeah, we can be flexible. There's times where we want to be private with our love, but there's times where we want to go see the flashing tower, right? One of the most
Hmm. And I just
photographed
want to
touristy
yell out.
places. Yeah, and yell out, I'm
Hmm.
so in love.
I just want to yell out, I'm so in love. When she performed this in Paris, she performed it twice in Paris. But my favorite time she performed it, what did she mix it with? She mixed it with Everything Has Changed because she did the Everything Has Changed music video in Paris. Not Everything Has Changed, Begin Again.
Begin again.
I'm sorry. I like lied on Everything Has Changed. I'm picturing Begin Again, and I don't know why I said Everything Has Changed, but she mixed it with Begin Again. And so I was very pleased when she did that because like, she was just singing Begin Again, and out of nowhere she goes, "I'm so in love." And it was such a beautiful. That was one. I think that may be one of my favorite like surprise song mashups she did on the whole tour because it was like, no, yeah, sometimes you just got to yell it out that you might stop breathing. Like, because of how in love you are. Like, you're so in love that your body won't function. Like, you're literally glitching right now, which is a whole nother song. Um, but no, I love Paris. I love Paris. I think Paris gets a bad rap, and I don't even know why. If anything,
I think
well,
people
let me
get
know.
don't realize the complexity of the song. They just think, "Oh, it's a song about her wanting to brainwash somebody," or like it's too simple.
Hmm.
But this, you're right, this transition from like inside to outside is actually a really big part of the storytelling. And so I think people just kind of dismiss it as, "Oh, it's just a silly little love song." But silly little love songs are can be deep, and this one is. What was the other mashup she did with Paris?
Is that not the only one?
Did she
I
do?
don't know.
I thought she only did it
She sang
twice.
it twice. She sang it twice. She sang it the first night in Paris. And then, but I think, what did she mix it up with?
I don't. Did
Oh
she
my
just? Did
goodness.
she? Oh no, she had to have done it with something.
She did it with
I know
something.
people who are listening to the podcast right
Uh,
now are like, "Oh my gosh, why don't you guys know this?" I'm so sorry. Uh, for
or maybe she sang it by itself. She
Paris.
did Paris on Guitar Night one, and then piano was LOML. But I'm confused. Did she
Oh,
mix it with something?
maybe she didn't do it.
I think she did it by itself.
Got it. Got it. Yep, it was Paris and then LOML.
Yep. I was
Fan.
like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Yes, you are not crazy,
Or
because
am I?
which makes sense. A
Or
lot.
am
She was doing a lot of like the TTPD songs full still,
I?
so it makes sense. Um.
Because she hadn't played all of them yet.
Yep.
But then she mixed it night two or night three. It was night
Night.
three.
I think it was night four.
There was four
Yeah,
nights.
4 nights in Paris. Yeah, Begin Again Paris was night
I
four.
forgot about this. I forgot about this.
There you go. Now, as you guys can see, we do this episode on the fly. We did not do extra research. We did a little bit, but not a lot. Um,
I do some extra research,
yeah,
but I forgot because I forgot. No, because the reason she didn't mix it up with anything is because the Paris shows were right after. It was literally they were the first shows with
exactly,
TTBD.
exactly. Amazing, right? Isn't that crazy?
Ugh, yeah. Yeah, she's kind of an insane individual. But I also think the bad rap people give Paris, they should give to Hits Different. And I will not
No.
expand. I will not expand on.
I'm not gonna say anything.
And this is not me saying I don't like Hits Different. I just think Paris is better than Hits Different. But I will not expand
Oh, we got some.
beyond that.
Okay, we're gonna get some angry comments. Um,
Good. Let's start some controversy. We need engagement.
well, let's talk about the, I guess, looking back at Paris with post Midnight's eyes, post TTPD eyes, right? We did connect this song to think songs like I Know Places, Lavender Haze, clearly, like we see the ceiling imagery together. We saw another
Hmm.
ceiling imagery in TTPD, although it was not in a song, it was in the In Summation
In
poem.
that poem.
So I will read it, the part that is relevant. Lovers spend years denying what's ill fated, resentment rotting away galaxies we created, stars placed and glued meticulously by hand next to the ceiling fan. Tried wishing on comets, tried dimming the shine, tried to orbit his planet. Some stars never align. And in one conversation, I tore down the whole sky. I guess the one thing I did not read, I should have, before the lover spent years denying what's fated, we have, you see the pendulum swings, oh, the chaos it brings, leads the caged beast to do the most curious things. So what happens if you have Paris love, but you only stay in the bedroom and you never
Yep.
actually go to Paris?
Which is why that last chorus is so important. And I think with the people who there are people who will use Paris to be like, see, she was obviously happier in an old relationship. She doesn't want to be outside all the time. Her new relationship is so public, which is like not true. We don't know anything about them. For real. Anyway, but this the people who use Paris, I'm like, are you guys like dismissing the last lines where she's like, we're outside, we're in Paris, we're in those alleyways together.
Yeah,
Um, and I think like that's why I low key think that's the key of why things did not work. And I mean, she basically told us this. She was just like, I'm an outdoorsman and he's a hothouse flower, right?
right.
Uh, he only wants us to pretend, and I can no longer pretend anymore, right?
I need to
I can't
bejewel.
brainwash myself. Exactly. I can't brainwash myself to think that it's fine to just make up Paris in our room.
Yeah.
It's
I would
not
like
gonna.
to be in the alleyways. I would like to drink
Mm-hmm.
champagne.
Exactly.
But there are times where Taylor will still want to put privacy signs everywhere and
Mm-hmm.
go and like be herself. I mean, right now, as we
Yep.
record this in May of 2025, she is basically kind of just disappeared from the public view. Not to say that she hasn't been out and about, but she's not promoting anything. She's not doing anything, and so she's just,
Yep. So she just chilling.
yeah, and good for
Taylor,
her.
come outside. I miss you.
In a in a
In
in a
respectfully
respectful way, yeah, affectionate.
affectionate. TS12, I'm so far inside you, I'm a fetus. I'm ready.
I mean, I will say, I do think it's, as you all know, we both believe it's cooking.
TS12, I think it's done. I
Well,
think it's cooling.
well,
I think
oh, it's
she's gonna
cooling.
pull
Yeah,
the
it's on the
trigger at
cooling
any
rack.
moment. It's
That's
on the
right.
cooling rack.
Yeah,
Like she just pulled it out the oven. You know, you
she's prepping
can't
the
serve.
frosting.
You gotta let it rest. Exactly. So she's doing something. She's got something up her sleeve. We should all be very nervous and scared. Um, Part of me is like she's waiting she's gonna announce it when we've only got a couple more songs left for the 3 a.m. track, so she's like, okay, instead of going backwards you're going backwards.
That's, she would do that. She would do
She's
that.
waiting on us.
I
I'm
love
so
that.
sorry to everybody else. um she is waiting on us. I'm sorry we're taking so long.
I love that. I love
But
that.
yeah, so that's the thing is she wants to be able to have both and have the balance, and she could not have balance before because partner was not willing to meet her halfway.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just it.
No, that's just it. It's, you can't just have her be caged. She's the albatross.
Mhm.
She's
Exactly. She's got to fly. She's
yeah.
got to, like, don't lock her in. Like, yes, she wants you to lock her down, but not locked in.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Well, yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
yeah, I love Paris.
yeah, she's a sweetie. Speaking
It's
of
such a
which,
fun song.
what emoji should we do for this cute song? I have an idea.
What is your idea? I
Ice
don't have an idea.
cream.
Oh wait, yeah, Hannah, because that was so cute.
Yeah. So if you would like to partake in my Paris, please do a little
Yeah,
scoop of ice cream
we
cone.
should we should partake in Hannah's Paris because I can't do it. I don't have patience for other people. I need my space. Fortunately, I don't want to be like get out of please get out of my bedroom.
It's two separate bedrooms actually for now. Is like your vibe. Like go to your own bedroom, and
I
I'll
don't
be in
want to
my
be in
bedroom.
your bedroom. I don't want to be. Please get out. I'll come to your bedroom and dress it. Sorry, that's not what I mean. Obviously, that's not. I mean, it's not obvious, but I do. If someone tried to lock me in, I'm so sorry. You
Yeah,
cannot lock me in my
yeah. Do not
house.
lock her in.
We can't do this. I have zero patience. I don't have patience for it. But Hannah's is so sweet.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
put an ice cream cone. That was so cute,
Thanks.
Hannah.
Well, thank you, and thank you everyone else for tuning in. We are so excited to continue the 3 a.m. treks. What is next? What's after Paris? High infidelity.
Um,
Oh,
yes, which is so. I'm so excited for that one.
that one will
That
be
song
so
is
fun.
so funny.
Oh, it's so fun. Yeah, we guys, we have banger after banger coming up. Mm.
Literally banger after banger.
So please stay tuned. Hashtag midnight seminars. Support us on Ko-fi if you want to buy us a little treat, but no pressure. And yeah, we love when you guys comment either on the apps or on social media. So please interact with us, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Yep. Bye.